Royal Rumble season is upon us, and one of the biggest bonuses of WWE's second biggest pay-per-view are the surprises. Nostalgia runs through pro wrestling like comfort food, and each year fans speculate as to whom can show up at the Royal Rumble match. Most years, the Royal Rumble delivers with star-studded surprise entrants, whether it be a star returning from injury, a wrestler debuting from another promotion, or even a legend from the past making a cameo. Based on the recent return by The Rock and rumors of certain WWE superstars returning from injury or mending fences with the promotion, the 2024 Royal Rumble shows promise as far as surprise entrants. In fact, not to sound entitled, but if the men's and women's Royal Rumble underdeliver in the surprise category, it'll be a damn shame.
That's a damn shame.
So let's kick this thing off with our first Royal Rumble surprise candidate, TKO's Vince McMahon. No, I'm just playing. Oh, I'm joking. We're not doing any of that. We don't need a 78-year-old Vince McMahon tearing his quads up in Florida. But speaking of tearing quads, let's start with an honorable mention in the venerable Shane McMahon. Shane McMahon is a polarizing figure among wrestling fans, but every time his music hits, he gets a huge pop.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Last time we saw Shane McMahon in WWE, that was the case at WrestleMania 39 when he went up against Miz. But unfortunately, Shane tore his quad just like his daddy. Fortunately, that was back in April, 9 months ago. Now, I know it's a long shot for Shane McMahon to show up in this year's Royal Rumble, but based on the torn quad timeline, Shane's leg should be all healed up just in time to make a cameo in the 2024 Royal Rumble. I can hear you complaining about this, but shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. You know damn well you'd go crazy too if you saw Shane McMahon for a minute and a half in the Royal Rumble. Nobody's asking him to beat Roman Reigns or main event WrestleMania. Shut your mouth. By the way, did I say shut your mouth? I did, didn't I? Then let's talk about The Rock. The Rock is one of my favorite WWE superstars ever. But to be honest, I have mixed feelings about his return. As a fan of Cody Rhodes in the current era of WWE, I truly believe that this promotion doesn't need The Rock. Check out my rant about that here. And if they do need him, he can compete against Roman Reigns for the tribal beads, because those beads mean just as much as the WWE Undisputed Championship, if not more. The Rock is 51 years old, and while he's leading many to believe that this is his last run, that's what every old wrestler says until it's time to make another paycheck. Roman Reigns would beat The Rock for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania, which would mean his run would continue to go on and on and on, while the main event picture for the WWE Championship would remain log-jammed. I definitely smell what The Rock is cooking, and it's starting to smell like ego and pretension. Let's go, Cody! Sheamus' last match was in August against Edge, and nobody's seen him since. Sheamus has been out of action with a shoulder injury, though Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer tabloid recently reported that he's expected to be back in a few weeks. I wouldn't be surprised if Sheamus' return happened as soon as the men's Royal Rumble match. As a black wrestling fan and a super fan of the New Day, I always hold out hope that Big E will return from his neck injury someday. Now, I have made peace with the fact that Big E may be retired, but as long as the word retire has not come out of the man's mouth, I'm keeping hope alive. What better stage to return to WWE than Big E's home state of Florida, with the New Day knee-deep in a bitter feud with Imperium? Just imagine that pop if the Royal Rumble buzzer went off and you heard, "Oh, St. Petersburg!" This New Day Imperium feud is getting so intense, I can see it being a WrestleMania match. And who better to complete this picture than Big E? CM Punk is back in full swing in WWE. Who would have thunk it? Which means AJ Lee might not be too far behind. AJ Lee recently returned to the wrestling business to work with Women of Wrestling, and she was shouted out by CM Punk during his return promo on Raw. If you've seen her lately, she's in tremendous shape. Lee wrestled at a time where she was the best wrestler in a bad women's division. And with Bayley, Nia Jax, Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, and others, WWE has its most talented women's division ever. AJ Lee returning would have an embarrassment of riches as far as opponents. Sean Waltman has been a popular name in terms of Royal Rumble surprises. The former X-Pac is friends with current WWE Chairman Triple H, and Waltman himself has even addressed appearing in the Royal Rumble. Quote, "I can still go at the drop of a hat, at least for a few minutes. I could do all my kicks, except for the one in the corner, and I could do that again with a few weeks of training. I'm at least a month away from taking my shirt off in public, so zero chance I'll be in the Royal Rumble." Oh, stop it. Sounds like this WWE Hall of Famer wants to work. Zack Ryder has reinvented himself as king of the indies and a hardcore legend. If you've seen him in GCW or anywhere else, you'll know he's always gonna give you your money's worth, and he's been campaigning to be in the Royal Rumble match for a few months now. Check this out.
We're gonna see you at the Royal Rumble.
No. Maybe, I don't know. I'm always ready, right? And I really believe that number whatever and my music hit, whether it be Matt Cardona or Zack Ryder, I do believe the place would go nuts. I honestly believe that.
I think so. With everything you've done over the last, it'll be 4 years almost. Yeah.
Always ready, right? Currently, I'm booked on the Jericho cruise, so they got to decide quick.
Hopefully they decided quick, and hopefully he comes back as Matt Cardona, because I too believe that either way, the place would go nuts. Giulia would be an interesting surprise candidate because there are rumors that she's WWE bound, but only hardcore wrestling fans truly know of her. Giulia recently competed against Trish Adora in New Japan's Battle of the Valley and showed well, but even some of those fans didn't know who the hell she was. Giulia is a special kind of talent who can get over wherever she goes, but I'm not sure if a surprise Royal Rumble appearance is the stage for her WWE debut. She might need to be built up over the course of weeks or even months to be set up for success. Royal Rumble return season also means Brock Lesnar return season. Brock Lesnar's WWE return is nigh, and the Royal Rumble could be the perfect stage not only for Lesnar's return, but also to set up his WrestleMania program, whatever that may be. And finally, Sasha Banks and Trinity fell out with WWE while they were tag team champions after a WWE creative dispute during Raw. WWE wasted no time burying the two after they walked out during the show, just like Brock Lesnar, who didn't get buried by WWE after doing so. Interesting. The white man got a pass for disrespecting management, but those two colored girls with attitude didn't. Very interesting. Anyway, it's a new era in WWE, and not only is Sasha Banks rumored to return to the company, but Trinity/Naomi recently dropped the TNA Knockouts title to Jordynne Grace at TNA Hard to Kill, and lost her rematch at TNA Snake Eyes. All signs point to both returning to WWE, but I'll believe it when I see it. Check out this playlist about the Triple H era and subscribe. Who do you expect to return to the men's or women's Royal Rumble match? Tell me in the comments!